But that was me being unaware of myself. So now that I feel like I'm becoming aware of myself and becoming aware of my habits, I wouldn't like women either. Like, the shit that we be doing, it's exhausting. It's really exhausting.
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Finally, we're starting to see more and more women speak up on behalf of men when it comes down to all the expectations modern day women have on us. And on behalf of all of the good men, I would like to say thank you.
The husband, or the man or whatever, let's just say he brings a lot to the table as far as like a foundation, provider, protector. He listens, he's there mentally, he's there physically, he's there all around. Mm-hmm. So basically, for me, I would say a woman in a marriage or in a serious relationship, she becomes a liability to a man that brings all those good things to the table when she wants to alter his provision for their family.
For the men out there watching, if you have a plan for your family and that plan is set where everybody in the household benefits from it, never get with a woman who wants to alter your plans where most of the benefits, if not all of the benefits, are geared towards her. A good woman looks out for everybody in the household, not just herself.
You're not cooking?
I'm supposed to be beautiful
for
my man. I'm not supposed to be the slave.
He has a 9-to-5, but he barely make $1,000 a week. That's it with his little 9-to-5, but he treats you so good.
He get you upset one day with his little 9-to-5. What you telling him?
His broke ass.
But this mentality right here is exactly why women stay single for so long. To sit on that podcast and say that man is a bum if he makes $1,000 a week, that sounds a bit ridiculous. You cannot expect a man to come with a horse, a carriage, and a buggy, and you are not even Cinderella material. Before you get on here bashing men for working and actually making a living.
Have you started to notice an increase in the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, bag under your eyes, and other signs of aging? It may be more than just stress from the new year. Wrinkles and other marks of aging are one of the top signs that your collagen levels are low. It becomes vital every year that you get older to supplement collagen in your diet for the sake of your skin's health. As you've gotten older, you may have found that your skin isn't as strong. Whether you're in your 20s or your 90s, you can experience the health aging effects collagen has on your skin with the help of this multi-collagen powder I love to use. I'm impressed because in just a week of taking this, I've noticed a significant reduction in the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. My skin has once again regained its youthful glow, hydration, and elasticity. Also, although I originally bought it to rejuvenate my skin, I was shocked to find that it also improves my nails and my joints as well. I add it to my morning coffee or tea, and it tastes great while keeping me a little more full between each meal. I want you to try it as well and experience the amazing effects it had on me. Get it back today for 51% off plus receive free bonuses before their spring sale ends by going to healthactright.com. That's healthactright.com and get ready to look your best this new year.
Before you get on here bashing men for working and actually making a living, just think about what you're saying. Because for me, a man that's getting up every day, making money and making a living for himself and providing for himself and can also provide for me if need be, I'm all right with that. If a man is able to love and care for me and be there for me and be my partner and treats me well, I'm okay with that. And do you know what you can do with $1,000 a week? Do you know what you can invest? Do you know what you can maintain with $1,000 a week?
If a woman you're interested in does not speak like this, do not date her.
She put a fake robbery charge on me, okay? She said that I robbed her, mugged her, and took her credit card.
Wow.
The U.S. Marshals came to my home. I was with my daughter. I was off work. They kicked my door down, took me to jail, and I had to call someone to come get my daughter. Posted my bond $200,000. I didn't want to keep missing work, so I posted $10,000 bond.
Did you do this? Did you do this?
I did out of anger because he played with me for a long time, for a year. You should kept it real with me. I left him alone, and he'll text me to I miss you, or I missed y'all, or I love y'all. He played with me too long, and I got fed up with it.
In and out of your life.
Right, and I got fed up with it.
End of your children.
Right.
So she files a false robbery complaint against him because she said he was playing too much. Fellas, if you're not serious about a woman and it's all about having relations with her, just tell her that's all it's about and let her decide whether she wants to continue with you or not. Because as you can see, this woman took the ruthless route and filed a false police report on him, and they came and kicked his door in and took him alive. And we all know this could have turned out a different way. This man could have lost his life because she decided to go the extreme route, rather than just blocking his phone number and stop dealing with him altogether. She knew the cops were going to come after him. And how much you want to bet she knows what can happen to a black man when the cops come after us? Now, by no means am I excusing his behavior, but that was heartless of her. So fellas, be honest with these women so you don't get caught up. By the way, the judge didn't even fine her after she admitted she filed a false police report.
Most women, right, don't take criticism real, right? So even if she asks you something, let's say, you know what, are you making me happy? And I look at you and say, no, you're not.
Now keep in mind, he said she asked, are you keeping me happy? She asked him.
You're not doing this. I feel like your cooking is not that good. I feel like I'm not getting sex as frequently as I would like, or as frequently as you advertised when we were in the dating stage. I feel like you are not that attentive to me and things that you don't benefit from. I feel like, you know, XYZ, a man get to laying that shit out to most women. If we gonna be honest, she gonna, like, all she heard is what I'm not doing. And typically how that goes is it gets flipped immediately. Oh yeah, well, when you do this, or with what you doing, instead of actually taking the criticism that a man's giving you, going back to work on it and implementing it into the relationship, like men have to do. So that's why I feel like the disconnect is, women talk like it's very easy for this man to just communicate what you're not doing and I'll go fix it. That's not the case.
Mm-hmm. And that's been the biggest problem that I've had in my past relationships. If the woman tells me that I'm doing something that she needs me to make an adjustment on, I just make the adjustment and everything's fine. But the minute I ask her to make an adjustment for me, that's when the trouble starts. They claim they'll fix it if you say something. But in reality, most women, they just get mad.
One of the reasons I think we're starting to see more men, and especially young men, come out against feminism is because while feminism claims to be about equality, in reality, it's actually about female supremacy. For example, when it comes to dating and mating, this imbalance is so obvious. The unspoken expectation is that women have the right to be able to choose whether or not they want to be a modern woman, a city girl, a hot girl, or a traditional woman, whereas men are generally expected to be traditional.
I love it when a woman points it out.
Right? Men are expected to pay, none of this 50-50 stuff. Men are expected to provide, men are expected to protect, men are expected to be chivalrous, men are expected to do all the things that traditional men generally do. And when they do not meet up to that expectation, they are shamed by being called, desties, misogynist, beta males, all of the above. And this tension exists all the time. I mean, you will see women who claim to be hot girls, who claim to be independent, who love talking about how much money, how they can secure the bag. You will see those same women complain about how they went out on a date with a guy and that guy had the nerve to ask them to pay 50-50. But this is what equality looks like.
So if a woman says she has her own money, her own business, and she can do it all by herself, and she's willing to go out on a date with you, ask her if she's willing to split the bill 50-50 and see how she reacts. If she says no, and she gets upset with you, female supremacy. Because if she really has it like she claims she does, what's the big deal about her paying for her own meal? I mean, she gotta eat anyway, right? Oh, and doing this will also ward off all those women who are just looking for a free meal too.
And I mean, don't even get me started. How many women do you think would be willing to sign up to be drafted for war? If it came down to it, how many women want to work in the oil rigs? What if society was truly equal 50-50? What if the expectation was, okay, a woman sees a man that's, in harm's way and she goes and helps him? What if the expectation was, okay, more women are proposing now. Women are now going and planning the engagement. They are grabbing a ring. They are trying to figure out the best speech. Just these little things. And then there's also even big things. When it comes to family court, we know things are certainly not equal there. And so it's not really about equality. It's about men pay for stuff, buy me stuff, but I as a woman want the freedom to be and do whatever I want. And for a lot of guys, that's just a bad deal. It is just strictly a bad deal.
For all guys, it's strictly a bad deal. But the cool thing is, men are realizing it, and that's why we're stepping away from dating women who claim that they want equality, but only want that equality when it benefits them. It's so refreshing to see so many women speaking out about it on their social media pages now.
So, it is not equal. It is truly about putting women in the best position at the expense of men, and that is just not fair. And of course, if that happens long enough, you're going to have people say, this is a bad deal. I want out.
So y'all are just determined to continue to prove me right about women being equal. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the brother Eric Gardner or something. I can't pronounce his name that well, but he is a black man from New York, a lawyer, who is financially stable, and he decided to go overseas, and I think Chile or something like that, which he often did, going overseas, and he was in the wrong part of town or wrong part of the country or whatever. He was in the hood. And shortly after, the gangsters from over there, man, who's celebrating this man's death? Take a lucky guess. Who's saying that's what he get? Passport bros, lost one, and what they just saying all kind of stuff. What they thinking is this was a passport bro who went over there and got killed over there doing passport bro stuff. First of all, even if he was a passport bro, to celebrate a person's death, like y'all just so demonic, ill. And then this man wasn't even a passport bro. This man was married to a black woman.
And he was the son of a black woman.
He was just overseas. And he got killed by them hoodlums over there. Didn't have nothing to do with him being a passport bro, getting set up. Didn't have nothing to do with him. He's not even a passport bro. He's a financially stable black man who was overseas and was victimized by the hoodlums over there. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting, and y'all wonder why black men don't want y'all. And you wonder why black men despise y'all. Y'all celebrate their death. I would despise you too.
So you know it's really bad when women are starting to speak up about the bad behavior in these certain women.
Right, you really gotta hear this video through. Don't just skip, right? So I used to always say like, oh, men don't like women anymore. They're weird now. Like, you know, I'm not saying that they're bisexual or gay or anything like that. I'm just saying they don't like women anymore. But that was me being unaware of myself. So now that I feel like I'm becoming aware of myself and becoming aware of my habits, I wouldn't like women either. Like, the shit that we be doing, it's exhausting. It's really exhausting. And it's like, I wouldn't text you back either. I would mislead you too, because it's emotionally draining dealing with women who aren't aware of themselves. Like, you wanting everything from me is gonna drain a man if I'm a man. I understand that might not make sense, but I'm saying if I'm a man and a woman comes to me and she's expecting all these things from me and she doesn't even give them to herself, I wouldn't like your ass either. Yes, you're fine, you're attractive, but you're looking for me to validate your entire existence through a relationship. You're literally looking for me to validate everything about you through me while I'm still trying to figure out me. I wouldn't like me either. As a man, I swear to God I wouldn't. We have to do better as women loving on ourselves, because we don't love them properly because we don't love ourselves properly.
And this is what it's boiled down to. I get the feeling we're going to see more and more videos of women like this, calling out the bad type of women, the ones that expect a man to do everything that's on a grocery list, but expecting to give little or nothing in return. So if you're a good man with good intentions when it comes down to dating women, and you see she's one of those everything is about me type of women, don't be afraid to call her out on it. And after you do, cut ties with her. Because good men should only interact with good women. So shout out to all the good women calling out all the bad women. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
You got issues and unresolved issues, and you got a temper, and you're bossy and you're controlling, and men don't even like to be around you long term. You run everybody away. You think you're so much the ish that you're bougie and vain and stuck up, and men don't like it. And you wonder why you can't keep a man. You wonder why nobody wants to be around you.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.